And very, very gently, you can just start making your way into a wide-legged child's pose. So we're going to start off by opening the hips. So come into a child's pose with your knees wide apart. And just let your body really sink deeply down. And again, stretch your arms in front of you. And remember, the more you widen your knees apart, the more you're going to feel into the hips. And just let gravity do the work here. So drop your head down and sink. And we're going to be here for 3 full minutes. So just let your body really tune in to what happens. What are the sensations that arise while you stay in this pose? And you can always adjust and adapt. So if you feel like you need to move your arms around or even open or close your hips a bit. And this is the moment to really tune into the breath. So notice the air coming in, finding space in the body, and the air coming out, releasing any tension. We have a whole full minute. Just let your body really tune. And just remember that in our hips is where we store a lot of dense energy. Just 30 more seconds. And slowly, you can start making your way out, lifting your upper body, and just releasing and moving your hip around a bit. And we're going to start leaning forward, and we're going to take a half frog. So you're going to lay down and bend your left knee at a 90-degree angle as you lengthen your right leg. So really open that left knee out. And same here, we're just going to take a chill pill and relax here. And feel as if your left hip is sinking down. We're going to stay here for 2 minutes. One more minute down. Slowly, we're going to start coming out. So press your hands down and start making your way out of the pose. And we're just going to change sides. So you start lengthening the left as you bend the right. Find a half frog pose. Really bend that right knee, and again, sink down for another 2 minutes. Just really let gravity press all the way down. One more minute to go. And notice what pops up in your head while you find yourself in these just really surrendering poses. There's really not any work we're doing here. We're just letting body sink. We're letting the weight of our body drop towards the floor. And finding space, opening up through our ligaments, opening up through our articulations, all the joints. Perfect. And slowly we're going to start coming out. Slowly push towards the floor as you come up. And then you can either come onto the best for you here. We're going to come into a full frog pose. So this time, open both knees out to the side. Yeah. And we're going to stay here for a full 5 minutes. Ooh. So yeah. Really tune into that. Notice what goes on. And let it all come out, whatever needs to come out. And you remember, you can always adjust. If you feel that it's getting like too stiff and too hard on you, you can move around. Remember to keep breathing. Use the breath to really allow you to sink and to surrender. Mm-mm. 2 more minutes to go. One more minute. Oh. Thirty more seconds. And take a deep breath in through the nose and a long breath out. And slowly, we're going to start lifting the body. Take it slow, easily. Start bringing your legs back together. And find a seated position onto your mat. Yeah, right. So left leg under, right. So try and bring your knees together, and you can always lean forward. Adjust the knees and sit. Try and bring your right butt cheek down onto the floor. Yeah, we have the option to stay here, and this is good enough, okay? If you have a bolster, if you have a cushion you'd like to bring onto your lap, and just relax. And let the weight of your body just drop down. And if this is not available for you, you can always just sink down. Okay, and we're going to stay here for 2 minutes. This is a tough one for me. Yeah. And remember, just breathe. It's the breath that's going to allow you to stay. It's the breath that's going to allow you to find more space. One more minute. You'll probably notice that as you breathe naturally, your weight gets heavier towards the legs. And it's as if you find a little bit more space in the hip joints and the hip socket. Take a deep breath in and a long breath out. Slowly start making your way back up. And release your cushion, and we're just going to change sides. So slowly, gently move around. Release your right leg, bring the right leg under this time. Left leg over. Try and bring your knees together. Send your left butt cheek down onto the floor. And again, you can always use a cushion just to really relax and have something to drop your body towards. You can always use a block if you have one over your head to relax. Or if you feel like you have that space, just sink. And we're going to stay here for another 2 minutes. One more minute to go. Take a deep breath in and a long breath out. And slowly start coming out. release your left leg, circle it out. Perfect. And we're going to come into a dragon pose, lizard. So you can bend your right knee in front of you as you slide your left leg back. We have a few options here. You can press the hands down onto the floor as you sink the hip forward and chest forward. And this is great here. You can stay here. It's a lot of work. And there's no activation, okay? So you don't have to press on your glutes. Just let your body sink. This is option number one. Option number two is if you want to just start coming down, if you have that space onto your forearms. And again, you can always use a cushion or a block under your head if you have one, just to relax the head. And then just sink, and we're going to stay here for 3 minutes. And remember, you can always move out, move around the pose. Yeah, your knee, it's either going to want to come out, okay, and that's fine, no problem. What we're really focusing on here is dropping and sinking the hip, okay? So you don't have to press your right knee towards your right shoulder. If it wants to open up, that's fine. Sometimes I bring my two hands together, so I make a fist with my hands and I put it on top of each other and I just relax my head on my hand. If I don't have a block or something. One more minute to go. Take a deep breath in and a long breath out. And slowly start pressing your hands down as you lift your upper body. Ooh. Okay, so we're going to stay here, but this time we're going to bend the left foot and circle the right hand behind you and grab the foot. So your right foot is going to want to roll out, and that's fine. You can come onto the outer edge of your mat with your right foot. So walk your foot, yeah. And the idea here is to start bringing your left foot towards your butt, but really open your right shoulder blade. Try and look over that right shoulder blade. And again, we're going to stay here for 2 minutes. The idea is to sink the hip. Send your chest forward. And if it's hurting on your back knee, You can always place a cushion under the back knee if that's what's hurting. You can place a cushion. Just grab the foot. So there's always a place to adjust. And we're working our quads here and also the hip socket. Yes. So your right hand should be holding your left foot. Yeah, there you go. Yes. One more minute. Thirty more seconds. Breathe. Take a deep breath in. And a long breath out. Slowly start releasing that left foot. Circle the right hand up and over your head. Ooh. And start coming out of it. Start bringing your right knee in, cinching your hip back, and just really feeling. We're going to change sides. So same thing we did on the other side. And again, you can use the cushion underneath your knee if you feel like it's hurting your knee. And you can step your left foot forward as you sink. And we have the option to keep our hands down on the floor. Oh, this is tight. So hands can stay down, or we can start bringing the forearms down. And remember, you can always move around it. So there's really no right or wrong. It's about where your body wants to go. Remember, there's no activation here. It's really a release, letting the weight of the body sink. And this is 3 minutes. And remember, you can always sigh if you feel like any tension stored in the body and it needs to release somewhere. Let it out. Got 1 more minute to go. 30 more seconds. Take a deep breath in and a long breath out. Slowly bring your hands down and start coming up. Keep your hips really sinking down. Right hand down. Circle the left hand over. Bend your right knee and bring that foot towards the body. And 2 minutes here. Should really be feeling into the quad, hip joint, opening through your shoulder blade. Breathe. One more minute. Thirty more seconds. And take a deep breath in. And a long breath out. Slowly we begin to release. Release the foot. Circle the hand. Start coming out of this pose. So feel free to move and just maybe wobble and wiggle through it. Feel the sensations. Take your cushion from underneath your knee. We're going to take 1 minute down dog. So send your butt up high. Remember that this is a relaxing pose. So allow yourself to really relax here. Take a deep breath in and a long breath out. And you can drop your knees down. We're going to take 90-90. So bend your right knee in front of you and your left knee behind you. And just adjust this stance here so that we find the 90-90 degree. Yeah. Perfect. And from here, we're going to send our left hip forward. Yeah. And the same thing, you can stay here and just play around as you drop. You can use a cushion if you feel like you need it. Oh, this is filthy. And relax towards your right leg. And we're going to stay here for 3 minutes. One more minute. And take a deep breath in. And a long breath out. Slowly start pressing your hands down as you lift your upper body. Then you can take your cushion from out, from under, and we're just going to lift our knees and just change sides. Yeah. So same thing here, find that 90 degree angle. Send your right hip forward and slowly start dropping towards your left leg. And another 3 minutes here. One more minute. Thirty more seconds. Take a deep breath in and a long breath out. And slowly start pressing your hands down as you lift your upper body. Place your feet down, lift your knees. And we're rolling all the way back to the front of the mat into a half pigeon. So lengthen that left leg back, send your left hip forward and down. Yeah. And we always have this option here. You have the option to bring your cushion in front of you. You have the option to sink. And this is one of our last ones. We're going to stay here for 5 minutes. And just really feel. This one is tough sometimes. Just really let gravity do the work. Let your body drop and really notice what comes out. And remember, the hip is where we store so much tension, so many traumas, even from past lives. So just let everything that needs to come out, come out. Let all this rigidness become free. Another 2 more minutes. One more minute. Thirty more seconds. And take a deep breath in. And a long breath out. Slowly press your hands down. Start lifting your upper body. Be gentle, be soft. Come all the way up. You can sit on your right butt cheek. Ooh. Circle that left leg forward. And we're just going to change sides. Oh, I don't know about you, but it's quite stiff over here. This is insane. Oh, okay, so remember, we want to send the right hip forward and down. And oh, and here we go for our 5 minutes. And remember, you can always move through it. Use the breath. Use the breath to let you sink or drop or find that extra space. We still have a long way to go, so breathe. Three more minutes. And remember, you can always adjust, okay? So if you feel any pain, for example, in your back knee, you can place a cushion under your back knee. Or you can place a cushion right under your hip just to support. Two more minutes. One more minute. Remember to breathe. Thirty more seconds. And take a deep breath in and a long breath out. Slowly start making your way back up. Be gentle. Yes, and start sending your right leg forward. Got just two more poses before we lay down on our back. So bring your feet together, and you can have them slightly further away, not so close to your pelvis. And you can bring your hands inside your legs. And if you have a block here, you can always place a block under your head, or maybe a cushion, or just let your head drop. And this is just 1 minute. Take a deep breath in and a long breath out. Slowly, we start coming out. Lift the upper body. Now open your legs nice and wide. And you can take your butt from under. And we're going to do the exact same thing here. So no activation, we're just going to let the body sink. And if this is good enough here, then this is fine. This is already a lot of work. If you want to go deeper, then just go deeper. And just feel into it. We're going to stay here for 3 minutes. Two more minutes to go. One more minute. And take a deep breath in. And a long breath out. Slowly press your hands down as you lift your upper body gently. Hold your knees from the outside and bring them in. Ooh. We're going to start making our way onto our back. So lay down onto your back. And before we finish, okay, just happy baby, hold on to the outer edges of your feet. And you can swing from side to side here. Really press the hands down. Press your lower back down. Relax your head. A few more breaths here. And take a deep breath in and a long breath out. Slowly begin to release your feet. Lengthen your feet all the way forward to the front of the mat. Let your feet drop to the sides, palms to the sides of the body, facing up. Relax your shoulders, relax your full body, and allow yourself to take a really nice and yummy Shavasana. Slowly start coming back to the breath. Feel the air as it comes in. Notice the air as it comes out. Start moving your fingers and moving your toes. Stretching your arms up and over your head. hugging your knees into your chest, rolling from side to side. Slowly roll over to the right. And very gently start making your way back up. Into a nice, comfortable seated position. Bring your hands together into the center of your heart. Together we chant the mantra Om. Inhale. Bring your hands into your third eye center. And bow down.